Hello and welcome, friends. My name is Sonu Singh, and once again, you have started watching me to this video. So today, I'll talk about how can you improve your English speaking along with communication skill. When you try to speak, the one thing that becomes very important for us to use the latest words and advanced words that is in trend. And students always ask me the question that, sir, how can we get the trendy words or the advanced kinds of words that is being used in current time and present time. So, see, there are simple method of learning the new vocabulary, new word, and that is by following the dictionary. But that doesn't work because if you open the dictionary and if you try to learn the words, you can memorize it, you can learn it very fast. But if you wish that the words that you have learned from the dictionary, you can use it later in your conversation, that is not going to happen because our mind works at a different level. If you learn the words through the stories, through the sentences, through the visuals, that will stay with you, that you can use when you have the conversation in future time. That's why the most effective way of learning any word is by understanding it with the help of pictures or with the help of stories, because when you see the picture of any word and when you understand things by knowing the picture, your brain will retain this word because our brain is wired that way, that if you see things with the help of pictures, with the help of stories, you will understand it. I have seen and I have heard the stories of so many people with great memories. They can recall big numbers just by watching it. So I was amazed that how is it possible that this much big number and they memorize it. So they two things. First, they create the story out of it, or they create the picture from it, and that helps them to retain or to memorize that number for a very longer period of time or in a very small moment. So it's no magic, it's just a strategy. So if you're also looking for increasing your vocab or word power, I would just advise you that try to read the paragraph. And a paragraph means you have to follow the novels or entertaining stories, or you can read the newspaper as well. What I prefer is that I like reading novels, because when I started learning English, I kind of was not familiar with the English language. I just knew that how to translate or how to speak simple words, but I was not that much skilled. But I still remember that there was a time when I purchased the first novel of Chetan Bhagat, which was Revolution 2020. So that time I was 100% sure that I had no ability to read that novel. So I was having a dictionary in my one hand, and I was just reading the novel by following the dictionary. But after understanding like 2 or 3 pages, I was just involved in the story because the story was so engaging, engrossing, that I was engaged with the story, and I kept on following the next pages. And it took me around 20 days to complete one novel, but it was an amazing journey because when you read the novel, they basically do the conversation kind of writing. Like there are different characters, and all these characters are speaking, explaining their point of view. So that's how we learn the conversational English when you read the novel. And after that, I liked the way Chetan Bhagat writes, and I like the way he explained the story, he come up with the story, and the character that he crafts. It's very fascinating. So I read 3-4 more novels that was written by Chetan Bhagat. Like, I don't remember the name, but Three Mistakes of My Life and 5 point something. So these were the novels that I read, and after that I realized that when I had to interact with somebody, I was getting the sentence, I was getting the words, and it was all happening because I was reading the novel. So I remembered the words because I read novels. So I would suggest you the same thing. But later on, I started trying for public speaking. So in public speaking, there is one thing that is very important, and that is grasp the attention of the audience. Like if someone is listening to you from the crowd, you need to engage them. And there is one thing to do that, and that is to have a story. Because suppose you have to say something, and simply you say that message, that you need to be disciplined, or you need to be honest or hardworking if you want to get success in your life. So it will not leave that much impact. But if you take the help of an amazing story that indicates that how a disciplined person struggled in his life, and how did he get the success only because of his discipline, so it engages the audience, and it can have the long lasting impact also, and people will listen to you very carefully. So if you know the stories, you can create a good engagement, good connection. So I started reading the stories and novels, and that helped me to memorize the words. Now I have this ability that I just see the word for once, and if I get the meaning, I can remember the meaning for a very long time or for always. And I got this ability by reading the newspaper, because when you read newspaper regularly, what happens that the words that you have memorized, that you have learned, you are facing it every day. And that's why you're getting the chance of doing the revision of those words, because if you face that word again and again, it will be revised in your mind. And when you read the newspaper, you will revise every day. So the most important thing is that the word that we have learned, that we have memorized, we have to retain it first, and that is not possible without having a reading habit. So if you also want to use trendy words and good word, then you have to become a reader. And reader is not like you have to just involve yourself 24/7 in reading. You have to fix a time. Like I know that reading newspaper can help me to update my vocab, or it will help me to retain my vocab. So every day I wake up and I have to get information, I have to read something. So I follow the newspaper, and I not only get the words, I get the knowledge as well. So if you follow this reading habit, I'm sure that you can get all the latest and trendy words from the newspaper also. Sometimes there are students, they do not have the time to read newspaper every day. So to those students, I would recommend that they can purchase magazines, because magazines can help you to read the full story. Because in magazines you do not get just article, but you get the full story, and it is little bit cheap in comparison with the newspaper. Because I was reading the Hindu newspaper, so it cost me around 10 rupees per day. So for 1 month it was around 300 rupees. And if you do not read the newspaper every day, you will have a feeling of guilt. So if you purchase a magazine, let's suppose that you purchase an India Today magazine. So India Today magazine will cost you around 80 rupees or max 100 rupees. So if you invest 100 rupees, at least you can read this magazine for 1 month, like 1 page every day, or 2 pages every day, or 1 story every day. So there will be around 25 to 30 stories in one magazine. So it will take you 30 days to read 30 stories. So you will not have a feeling of guilt, and you can save your money as well. And once you have the habit of reading magazine, you will not feel pressure, because it's all about building the habit. Once you're habitual of reading it, you'll feel happy, you'll gain the information, and on the other hand, you are understanding the English words as well. So these are the things that I try. And if you want to speak good English, if you want to really use trendy words and the word that is in trend, you have to become a reader. Like you can read newspaper, you can read magazine as well. And see, it's not about following the tricks. I have seen so many students and people, they are always after that one important trick, or that shortcut method that can help them to speak good English, or to get success in any field. But trust me friends, that getting success or a result in any direction or in any field depends on how action oriented you are. If you are a man of action, it doesn't matter your trick is very amazing or not, you definitely make a progress. I have seen people that they have amazing ideas, but they do not make process, they do not make progress, because they are not taking action. Even I have so many business ideas, or I have so many other ideas of starting the blogging channel and doing so many things, but I'm not moving forward because I'm not taking action. You only improve in the direction where you take initiative. So make sure that if you want to become a good English speaker, you speak every day, you speak regularly, and whatever the method that you know, whatever I am suggesting to you, you follow it and you implement it every day. And that's the only way to become a good speaker. Otherwise, you'll just keep thinking, keep postponing, and that one method, that one trick, you'll never find. Because the trick is that become a man of action and start taking initiative. Like start reading, start speaking. Because there's a very famous saying that speaking comes by speaking. Like when you start speaking, you may fumble, you may take a pauses, or sometimes you feel that you're not making correct sentences, or you're not using the good words, or maybe you're not pronouncing the words in a correct way. But if you start taking initiative, every day you will reach closer to your goal, because your confidence level, your familiarity with the language will be better, and that will give you the confidence. So I hope that the tips and the ideas that I suggested you in this podcast video, you would follow it, and you will emerge as a good communicator, as well as you will be a good English speaker. So that's all in this video. I hope that you enjoyed this session, and if you like this video, then hit the subscribe button and share the video with your friends as well. Thanks for staying with me. See you in next video. Have a nice day.